What's up, guys? How do you which button is it? It's not that button. I don't know how to change. Why can I never remember this button? I'm gonna sit here and try to remember. Is it this button? No. What about that button? It is that button. Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back. We are here in the 100 Days Minecraft Challenge. Starting off with day 2. That should be popping up any second here. But we built this sort of church-esque building. It will work as a church. It's not my best church, for sure, but I think it will be fine. What is going on? That glitch happens every once in a while where I can't like move my head, and I just have to go to like the screen here, hit resume, and then all of a sudden I can move my head again. I don't know what it is, but anyways, we got our first upgrade. Now, we've been watching for a while and just seeing all these zombies come up everywhere. So, I think to do something about that, we should make some defenses. And obviously, I could be boring, build a wall. The problem with a wall is that kind of solidifies I'm not building past here, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. So instead, I think the best option is to build towers that have archers on them. And by archer, of course, mean snow golem. 3, 4, 5. So something simple like this. I am terribly sorry, Mr. Bumblebee. Get out. Move. Thank you. Where we have this sort of tower-esque thing, and I'll decorate it a little bit. I won't make it a super boring tower. Obviously give it a little flavor. To it. Maybe we put some windows in here. This looks very much like a prison right now, though. So what I might actually do is put a door on it and make it less like I don't know if I even want anything in here necessarily, but I just don't want it to be a closed off. You can't go in and make it just look like a prison. So we're gonna give it a little bit of the glitch happens a lot after I exit my inventory. Give it a little bit of an entrance, and I might put something simple in here. I don't know. Maybe a villager can work here as a guard. What's like a guard-like job? Maybe a smithing table, maybe a fletching table. Like, build some weapons. And, you know, they can work in there. I don't see a problem with doing that. Make it useful. Make it a functional build. I like the idea of that. Okay, my brother might be coming in here. So I just got that, but that's okay. not used to these controls. I usually play on console, so I'm playing on computer right now. Which is better to film on, obviously. Well, I guess technically it's not, but I don't think it should be the same. I think it should be. Oh, there's the darker one. I think that will work well. Those cows are so annoying. Ooh, maybe something like that. Oh, we already got someone working in the tower. How lovely. I think something like that, just to add a little texture to it. I feel like this world is making me look like a much worse builder than I actually am. Like, I built probably the worst church I've ever built ever. This isn't the worst tower. It's not. I don't think it's my best work, even still. I think something like that will do. And then we can just close this off, maybe. And then I guess we could just put them up here. They need an umbrella because snow golems are not safe from the weather. Even though I actually have weather turned off, and I did that just because I feel like this is number one. It's creative. It doesn't matter too much, and I feel like if I'm just building the whole time, having weather is just gonna be awful. We're gonna have the five guys up here. The five uh, pumpkin men, and they will defend our village. I think that's a good start there, right? Put it kind of central in the village as well. Obviously, I'm sure I'll put plenty more defenses and things, but I think for now that's pretty good. Um, Now we got those established. Now to actually, obviously, I guess that one does have jobs, but we need. Let's scope the village. So we have a ton of houses. But the thing was, we have two gardens, only two gardens. We have, what, maybe, we have a couple animal pens, maybe like four. Yeah, four animal pens, two gardens, a marketplace. So there's tons of people here, but I think the problem is food. What are the villagers eating here? Well, here we got carrots. You know that, sure. We do technically have some meat. And over here we have more carrots. The the diet here is terrible. You cannot live on carrots. I mean, there's some animals, but one chicken, two chickens, pigs, cows, sheep, more cows and sheep, more cows. Like it for the amount of villagers there are here. That's a trader. Okay, I thought I saw a zombie. I was like, what is he doing here out at daytime? So I think we need some more gardens. I think we need a sustainable food source. So I'm gonna help these villagers out here. I don't know why I'm grabbing a golden hoe. Don't worry. Okay, we're gonna start off the basic wheat field. And this area right here looks absolutely lovely for it. Like it's just this flat area that looks... Why can't I go forward? There we go. That was a new one. It looks absolutely lovely. I say we turn this into a bit of a farm. So we have 1, 2, 3. Oh. Oh my. Again, the controls are a little bit different than what I'm used to. I mean, that looks good for now. I think there's no reason not to expand it a little bit more. Let's get this wheat field growing. We already have 2 carrot fields, so I think we should be good on that for a bit. It might be the last thing I worry about in terms of farms, but it's going to be... I don't know how far it will expand fully, but I think that's good for now. I think we have an established farm, get some crops going. But over now that's... Oh, I actually almost forgot. It's probably a good spot to put a job in. Carve the hill a little bit just to have that not be on the edge. Do a little bit of landscaping here. For no particular reason. But now a villager can have a job there. But turning back over to here, there's this lovely area by this river. Seems like a perfect spot for, say, fishing. Now I imagine we can maybe get a nice little dock here. Maybe get some different materials. Where is my phone? There it is. I'm gonna look up some inspiration for some fishing docks to get kind of an idea. Ooh, what is this? Emergency info. What is going on? I don't know what's going on there. There's like some emergency thing on my phone. I don't know what that's about. I have no idea. Okay. Hopefully it's not too important. But we're just gonna look at Minecraft fishing dock idea. And look up some cool ideas for that. And already I'm seeing some cool docks built by other people. I'm not gonna one-for-one copy. I don't like doing that. But I will take inspiration from some of them. And kind of mix them all together. Make my own fun sort of dock thing. Ooh, I like that idea with the barrels. Actually use the barrels as decor, because barrels are also what fishermen need. So, some cool ideas with lanterns. I feel like that is a good amount of things. Now, we are pretty high up, so I think we could do something which is done in real life, where you have this pretty high up dock that you fish from, and usually it's more for bigger fish, maybe something around that size, right there. Get out of here. And then here we do maybe something like 1, 2, 3, and then every third we'll have, that is not the right block. Every third thing we can have a pillar like that. So 1, 2, 3. Ooh, wrong way. I think bring it down to there. And then we do again 1, 2, 3. Our last pillar will be right here. Why can't I? There we go. Struggling there a little bit. What am I doing? There's a ton of zombies. Clearly my defenses aren't working too well. So we're going to take a quick pause from this and maybe spawn a few more iron golems. Because what is going on here? Just a zombie apocalypse over. Oh my goodness, there's like 6 of them here. What is going on? There's zombies all over the place over there. I guess because the snow golem tower, they're all coming from over in this area here. Yeah, there's even more over there. See, our original guards ran away. That's the problem. That's the problem. Our original guards ran away. These traitors. And we're gonna kind of do the same thing on the other side. Oh, still not entirely used to the controls. I'm getting We're just gonna do all of that. Okay. Final pillar goes right here. That a zombie horse and a creeper. Get out of here. Can you move, sir? Thank you. And we're gonna make this kind of interesting looking dock here. Ooh, actually, I have a cool idea. As if I actually literally just came up with this idea just now. It's like, ooh, what if I just did it like that? I feel like that gives it a cool looking kind of design. And then I also, what kind of wall should it be? Maybe mud? That kind of is like a similar, oh no, a similar color. And I'm thinking kind of just do, I don't know why I skipped that one. I was thinking maybe every other, but there's only 4, so it doesn't work too well. We'll just do every one. Do we do 2 up? Because we can either do like 3 up and go over, we can do 2 up, or we can just do it like this. I feel like this kind of works well. Keeps the light kind of close. I think this is pretty good right here. Nice little bridge. sign-esque thing there. I think we should put some barrels just scattered about a little bit, because you know this is a fishing dock, so to store some fish in. It also works too, you know, because that is what fishers use, and so it's perfect for that. I feel like that's a pretty decent, just quick little thrown together fishing dock. I'm really happy with it. I think it's really nice. What is going on with the creepers? I have never seen like a more attacked village. What if we spawn a bunch of cats? Is this the strategy? Just have a bunch of cats running around? Because they're scared of cats. Like I don't understand why there's so many monsters. There's like 3 creepers. I know I saw a third. Or maybe that's the same one. But either way, there's just so many of them. I think we're looking pretty solid, you know, doing some quick expansions. I feel like in terms of houses, we have houses. We have plenty of houses for now. So I think just adding a bit of job sites, especially because by time that I do build houses, I want any beds. Obviously, the more beds we have, the more villagers respawn. I want to make sure those villagers have jobs when they get here. Let's see. I want to take some inspiration from the land. Let's see if there's any good ideas. Right here, feeling like we can definitely do something here. There's like a bunch of flat areas, and I also, with that, I also don't want to break any of the original villager houses. Oh, there is a mine here. So that gives me an idea. To make some sort of mining place, which will do 2 things. One, it will make sure that villagers aren't going into the mines, because that could be pretty dangerous, actually. Like that guy right there, I don't know how he's gonna get out. Something like that. Just to kind of make a wall. And real quick, before we continue, we need to make a quick rescue mission for this villager. Get in. Okay. Gonna make a quick rescue. Perfect. I saved you. You're welcome. And this also, while working as a wall to keep villagers out of the hole, it also does add some defense because mobs do come out of caves. So I'm wondering if any of the zombies came out of this cave. Do you want to go over? I feel like it's better if you are over there. Do you want to that cobblestone? Okay, now that you have that sort of wall, I feel like it would be good to get some sort of, maybe do some sort of something like this. And you'll notice also, well, this is mainly, what am I doing right now? There we go. Mainly to keep villagers out of that hole. It's also pretty decorative and is going to have a use. And that use is something we've actually already done some of, which is some archery place. Or not archery, but archer towers. Have some guys up here who are standing guard. Now, I feel like at least give them like a little bit of space to move around. Don't want them to all be cramped in here. So something like that seems like a pretty good amount of space, I'd say. And then we do the same sort of pattern here. And this will act as kind of the wall that they will be standing on. Just gonna make this pillar. I made that in the wrong spot. Why wouldn't I have? To make that? Okay. Then I think we'll just make this kind of more of a wall thing. And with that, where do I need to hope to be? Probably there, actually. Right? Yeah, right there. So we probably don't need that to go that way. Maybe just do something like that. And I would try to mirror the sandstone that I have down there. That way they can walk on all the sandstone and won't be climbing up over the wall. And we can quickly double check that by just flying pretty high. And yeah, does look like we've done that correctly. Perfect. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have 5 guys over there as well. And then that functions perfectly as a tower, while also blocking them off from the ravine. But I do want to do one more thing, which is we do have a pretty cool cave. And so we're going to make this also function as a mine. Now obviously villagers don't mine, but we're going to kind of give it the appearance that maybe they do. But we're going to put in that kind of fence there just to make sure that they don't actually try going mining, because that would not be good. Kind of just make it look like this is designed to be a functioning mine. Then we obviously don't want that to just be like that. We want it to be pretty interesting. So which is the most mine-esque villagers? Probably like these rough jobs. Something like that. That's, oh no, that is stone color, so I guess that does, ooh, no. Eventually, maybe I'll stop punching holes in everything. But probably have some furnaces there. They still can't get on top of those. I do want to make sure everything I build in here, they're not going to try climbing over anything. And you can also put some guys out here. That will be kind of a mine. Maybe some villagers work there as pretend mining people. Not actually mining, but kind of just a fun little well, I do apologize, sir. I will be fixing your roof. Okay, 2 of them have survived, but they're no longer in there. They'll probably die. But I am going to replace them. Oh no. Oh, what am I doing? Why can't I place them? Is it because... Yeah, it's because it's not. There we go. What? That's not Bob? What do you mean? Yes, it is Bob. Why would you think it isn't? Is that not how you get... Ah, it's pressing the wrong button. Okay, nice. We now have a very nice mine area, which also functions as an archery tower for a little bit more defense. And obviously we still have the golems. Oh my. I mean, he's kind of just distracted until it's daytime, right? Yeah. What are you doing inside? Yeah, that also gives us 2 archery towers, so maybe the place will be a little bit more defended now and there won't be a horde of zombies here. Which they all were here, so I feel like this is actually a good placement for that. And maybe it was because they were coming from this mine. So I feel like this is working out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with how this is going. Ooh, we're gonna get phantoms. Now, I think what I want to do now is I want to make sure the villagers do have a very nice place to live. And so, while I am really working on building things like houses and jobs, I also want to make sure that their place looks very nice. And so, I think planting a couple trees around the place, making sure that I don't overpopulate their place with industries, and we keep that nature alive. I think that's going to be an important part of this build. I feel like that's a good spot for a house, but I feel like this is a good spot for a little house, little park. And I don't want to overcrowd the village at all. So planting these little trees and things will be a sure way to make sure we don't overcrowd anything. I think another easy way to do something similar is by making some park benches. Just maybe you want to sit down here, kind of by the stream. I think is probably a good place. I mean, this place seems to be pretty dangerous, actually. And I think I might have found the reason why. We are going to just cover this hole up, I think. Okay. These zombies have to be coming from somewhere. Because it can't be the ravine, because I fixed that problem. They've got... Why? They're all coming from somewhere. Ah, there's more caves here. I feel like there's so many that they have to be coming from the caves. Well, this is a cool area over here. Definitely plenty of room for expanding. But I feel like we did also do a ton of expanding in this video. So, as much as I would absolutely love to play plenty more, it is getting dark in real life. And so I'm going to call it a video right here. And thank you all so much for watching. Bye.